If you don't like my intro, at least Jim does. I'm never gonna get tired of that. Alright, well, let's try this level that we've never seen before. It's Anti-Asteroids. Wonder what that's all about. How come I'm moving so slowly? It's almost as if I'm trying to lose. What's that all about? Oh my god. You know what? I am trying to lose. You caught me. Because I'm tired of winning all the time. You know how hard it is to be amazing? It is a lot of stress. It is a lot of stretch marks. It is a lot of Stretch Armstrong because they don't last as long as you would think, and the inside stuff gets kind of gross. But, despite all of that, I come to you, and I probably shouldn't have told you that because that's going to strain our relationship a little bit. Awkward. So we're moving through this vortex of spatial matter. It is in the spatial area of space. I'm doing a space race with my face, which just kind of, you know, headbutted into an asteroid, which is not what I wanted to do. Funny story, if you hit an asteroid, you lose 10% of your health. Even though there is no meter, they still get you. It's tricky. It's tricky. You gotta be careful. And since, as we know by this point, your life carries on into the next level as was, you don't get to be refilled, this can be a problem. 23! No, I came so close to 50! What happened? Jim isn't too happy with me right now, and I can understand that. Don't worry, Jim, I'll make it up to you, man, by fighting PSYCROW. Yes, indeed, it is a boss fight, and it happens every time you lose the race, which is what I wanted to show you. Isn't that neat? Don't shoot me while I'm explaining things, PSYCROW! Alright, so when PSYCROW hits you with his hook gun, you lose 10%. 10% is a pretty standard, you know, amount of damage for you to take in this game. However, when he touches you with his plump, feathery body, you only take 5, so it is actually kind of preferred that you just run into him if you're going to get hit by him at all. Thanks and please. So as you can see, what you want to do is shoot him and then whip his feathery behind, in that order. Because that's the way cool people are doing it, and I know you want to fit in. That's going well. Plow. So, believe it or not, and you don't really have a choice at this point, PSYCROW is the mercenary that has been hunting you down, trying to get your super suit for the person that hired him, who is of royal descent. And now that PSYCROW has been taken care of, we don't have to talk about him anymore. We now go to Buttsville, but, I'm just so hungry all of a sudden. I feel really peckish. I kind of feel like having a sandwich. I'm gonna be right back. Rhubarb and peanut butter is a very strange flavor combination. Keep that in mind for the future. Now, how do I use my head? I'm not Dynamite Heady, I'm Earthworm Jim, which I almost said. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do this with a helicopter thing. Hope that's what I'm supposed to do. This feels very familiar though, doesn't it? It feels almost mega in its execution. Man oh man, does it ever feel mega. Alright, so this is actually a lot harder than I'm making it look. But just hope it goes out that way. Keep on remembering that you need to tap the button in order to continuously use your helicopter head. Why? So as you can see, hitting the spikes is an incredibly bad thing to do in your life. Because it takes a monumentally massive dump in your face in the form of 40% of your health. And that is a lot. That is almost half. And half is a lot, because half is half, and that is a lot. Have I mentioned that it's a lot? Because it is a lot. So, when you're going around the spikes, try not to touch them. And when you're fighting these, what I can only assume are bees, because they come out of a hive, make sure to take out the hive first, and then before moving on, take out any residual bees, because they like to be all over the place. They like to flut, and flit, and flute, and get in your way, because they are rather proficient in the music industry. You don't even know how awesome a flautist can be under the right circumstances. Keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going forward. Yes, bugs. Usually the reflexes of a slug are on my side, but thankfully I am a worm today. And these earwigs with bow ties, which I like to call Mr. Earwig, because anyone wearing a bow tie deserves the title of Mr. Or Doctor, as it seems. Alright, so I think I can take care of these things by shooting them, but it's never for very long. They always come back. It just sort of hinters them, like a hinterland. Like a winterland. Stop that. Alright, so it's clear that you don't want to play along. Was that a cow? Not important. We've got other things to concentrate on, like not touching spikes. Alright, let's jump up. Ooh, yay. Excellent, we've got a checkpoint, which I've been calling continues because that's what the name says. Don't be fooled. Alright, so it's a good idea before you move on in the stage to kind of stumble around here and take out these hives. Because if you do that, it makes it a lot easier when you actually try to proceed. Trust me. Actually, I think I'm going to get that health orb. Hey, bug! Pretty sure I took out that hive, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alrighty. So the cool thing about these basketball-looking things, which I'm sure are not supposed to be basketballs in the least, if you stand on them, you slip off, which can be distracting and can totally mess you up. Because keep in mind, there are spikes underneath you! Yes, there are! See, normally your trail up this, which is probably my favorite whip section. Those things, I mean. It's laden with insects if you don't take care of them first, and you take a lot of unnecessary damage because you're quite vulnerable during this time. Yes, you are. So let's try and not get hit by everything. Sounds like a deal. Oh wow, okay, I almost jumped up there. You want to take these guys out with your whip, although it is a little bit difficult to aim if you're me. Chances are, if you're not me, you don't have any problems with this. But they can kill you in one hit should they touch you. So before you move on, definitely take some strides to eliminate them before you jump on. This would be so much easier if I wouldn't slip off. Now this one is too damn far, so I'm just going to wait for him to come in, come out, and that is that. When you see those swirly swirls, it means you've unlocked something, and I have no idea what. So I'm going to try this. The timing is so tight, like a tiger. But we've got ourselves another checkpoint, and I'm happy for this. So I think I'm going to leave the video here. Next time on Let's Play Earthworm Jim, I fry another brain cell in an attempt to juggle my gun. Good day!